Hello, everyone. Welcome to my another live stream. And as I promised in the live stream that I'll do it again. So, we are going to talk about some of the topics which are probably one of the greatest topics this week. One of the things is Google I/O just got finished. Like it was for 3 days. Second thing is crypto market just crashed. Third thing is that Velocity X 3.1.0 released today. And fourth, but not the final one, is you all are asking when the Firebase series is coming, right? So I have all the answers. So let's start with taking your questions as well in the meantime, and I'll try to. Um, okay, let's see. Okay, we are facing some issue on LinkedIn. Okay, that's fine. So if you are watching me on LinkedIn, you can join me on YouTube, and you will be able to watch me then. Okay, so we'll start with Google I/O. So Google I/O was I already live streams Google I/O if you remember the keynote part of it. So you mostly know about the keynote, but I'll just give you an idea that what exactly happened. They actually talked about some of the AI stuff, which was one of those things were really amazing. Like they also talked about improvements in Google Photos. They also talked about the other aspects of how they use machine learning and all that stuff, right? But they didn't do like any kind of announcement on hardwares or new gadgets or anything like that. That didn't happen, and that was very very unexpected. Everyone expected that at least new phones or a new smartwatch or fuchsia or something like that will be announced, but nothing of that sort of got announced. And in developer keynote, I'll talk about Flutter. But before that, let's talk about Android. So Android 12 also released in beta. That was one of the things which they did. Jetpack Compose also, like it's still in beta, but it will take time. Like they said that in July, maybe this stable version of Jetpack Compose will come. So that's one of the updates which are there. In Flutter 2.2 got released. As I told you in the live stream, that Flutter 2.2 might get released. Uh, they are basically, what they did is they have completely upgraded to null safety. Mm, and they now support deferred components in Android. That was one of the things as well. In DevTools, they have added the memory tab inside DevTools, which can be very helpful as well. So major updates were these only. Like there were some other updates regarding Material U and all that stuff, but that's also still in a very very early phase. So you don't have to worry about all those sort of things. And they also talked about some of the partnerships with Samsung and other companies, which is again maybe not much relevant to most of you. So that's more or less what IO was all about, to be very honest. There was some new announcements in Firebase as well. Some alpha features are also got teased. So basically, more or less, if you see, the IO was as expected. Like virtually, it was not that fun, to be very honest. At least to me. I mean, I don't know about others, but for me, I was not the IO which I know, right? It was fine. I mean, like they planned it at in last couple of months probably, and then they suddenly have to went for the, like they had to plan in 1 week or 1 2 weeks whatever. And then maybe because Flutter already did one event last month, Android also done some event last month, so they didn't have much to talk about, right? So maybe that was one of the thing. I'll take your questions, by the way. You can ask me anytime, and feel free to super chat as well if you have something in priority. And that money whichever I'll receive via super chat, that always goes for the benefit of this channel, not on my personal accounts. Like I don't use that for my personal things. That for that I work, and for channel I use the money for growing the channel. And also, second thing which I want to talk about is crypto industry. A lot of people ask me why don't I create most videos on crypto blockchains and all that stuff. If you don't know, I am actually working in a blockchain startup, which is basically a decentralized finance, which deals with decentralized finance. We have an application called Frontier. Um, so I have a fair okay, one second. So I have a fair understanding of how everything works. But the only thing why I don't make a lot of content around it is probably that I don't really want people to like directly jump inside that market without any analysis and everything, right? And I don't want to them to like what happened recently. If you are updating with that particular thing, then you know that the market has crashed and everything is just went down drastically. So like there's a lot of hype because of doggy coin, Elon Musk. I mean, it's good to follow Elon Musk, but whatever Elon Musk says is definitely not always true or not always correct, right? So don't just blindly follow anyone. It can be anyone, right? Use your mind as well. So crypto, don't invest in crypto until unless you understand the market. And the most important part is that what money you are investing, is it your earned money or are you using your parents money? So that's also very important. If you are investing in crypto, I have one advice, that forget about that money what you are investing. Okay, like if you can forget that money, then only you can invest in crypto. If you cannot forget that money, you cannot invest in crypto or even in stock markets, for the sake of saying it, right? So I mean, that's definitely something which I guess everyone should know. Like the crypto market has crashed, it will definitely go up as well in the future. But this market is very, very like kind of um, you cannot rely on this market. That's what I should say. Like relying on crypto market is a stupid thing. If you are in the industry for some time, then maybe you know already like how it works and everything else. But if you are a newcomer, if you are a student, don't waste your money until unless you have that much money to waste. So that's what I said, forget the money, otherwise it's gonna be very, very tough for you. By the way, I just released today VX or Velocity X version 3.1.0, which has a lot of things. Let me just see if I can show you any of that, like what are the change logs. And I definitely have the change logs with me. Let me just share it. And I'll take your questions, by the way, as I told you already. Okay, one second. Okay, so as you can see, we are here and let's go to change log. So in the change log, as you can see, oh, the date is wrong. Just ignore that. So new extensions has been added, shader mask and safe area. Shader mask you can use to add gradient to your text. Make sure your text color is white, by the way. And safe area you already know. So these are the extension methods. In text span, if you're using VX or Velocity X text, rich text, then in text span, text theme support has been added, like headline one, headline two, caption, and all those things. VX skeleton has a new gradient property now, which you can use to provide your gradient whatever you want. Then the next stuff is some examples has been updated. VX text field now uses text form field, and two different properties are added, on saved and validator. So you can use that with your form now. So that's a good thing. A lot of people ask me about VX navigator. A lot of questions are coming. So regex support has been added. VX route page for transitions. There was a lot of comments on my videos, I remember, that how to add animations, how to do transition using VX Navigator. And I didn't have the answer, by the way. That's why I didn't reply at that time. But I was working on it. So I just thought that when it will be finished, I'll tell you. So now there is something called VX route page. So rather than wrapping with material page, you can wrap it with VX route page. And you can give your basically that transitions and other things, right? So you can provide animations. That's also very cool stuff, I would say. Then VX observer, a lot of people were asking how we can observe that when there is a change in the route, right? Like if we can override some method, like if it was pushed, it was popped, or did change route, something like that. So it's added, and now you, when you use VX Navigator, you can pass an observer, which can be very useful. Like you can pass a list of observers, you can create your own observers. So that's also really cool. In VX state, there are some updates. So VX Builder and VX Consumer, which we use to redraw the UIs, right? So I have added the store directly in their callbacks so that you don't have to create a store separately. You can just use the store directly from there. And you can also provide a type parameter. Let's say your store is my store or your store is X store, right? Which is extending VX store. So you can just use like brackets, and you can just pass that type, let's say X store or my store, and then you will get that store back and you can directly use it. That's really really good. The second thing which is there is that you can directly, like after null safety, there were things like you have to say, let's say final my store is equal to VX store dot store exclamation mark as my store. So that was a very big thing to write. Now you can just write my store is equal to VX state dot store. That's it. So that's also done. And now if when you are doing async operations, you also get a callback called status. Using status, you can check whether loading is happening or there is an error. So similarly, how future builder or stream builder works, right? So similar kind of stuff I have added so that you don't have to make a boolean variable everywhere for every APIs and everything, where you will make it true when it's loading and then you will make it false when it is not loading anymore. So that will be very very useful in my opinion, right? So I'll jump to your questions. By the way, don't feel bad. I'll be there. Don't spam, please. Now the last thing is basically there are some bug fixes which I have done. Haven't specified all of them, but most of them are very very minor. So there has been some bug fixes with VX State as well, with VX Navigator as well. A lot of bug fixes. In fact, in VX Navigator, there are some issues still exist with Flutter for web because they have a slightly different way of managing all the routes, especially when you have a back and forward button in the browser that behaves differently, and I really don't know what is exactly happening behind the scenes. So I'll work more on it, and I'll see what I can do to fix entire stuff which people are facing. I have done some work on it, and you can try it out with the 3.1.0, and maybe if it helps you, let me know also. And similarly, VX has some updates as well. A lot of you have been asking when I am releasing the Firebase series, right? So Firebase series I have been making and I'm still making it. I don't want to make any kind of content just for the sake of doing it. You must have seen my 8 hours Flutter course or 30 days of Flutter series. So my whole intention is to explain everything, like how you will get with any paid course or anything, like where you actually want to learn from even us, like from scratch to like mastering it. So that's the intention with Firebase as well. I was not doing Firebase series for a long time. Initially, I was the one who first started it, but I stopped after that. The reason was very very clear to me. The reason was that Firebase libraries or Firebase plugins were not that good. They had a lot of changes. They had a lot of like breaking things here and there, and that was the reason why I didn't publish more content, because the content was getting obsolete in just a couple of months. A lot of people were facing issues. So now this is the time when I think the all the plugins are kind of stable enough to make some content on it. And that's why I am thinking about like making a proper application which can be helpful as well, and which can have a lot of things which you can learn from. Maybe something which you might have never even seen, or might have never even learned. But there's a but, that it will take some time first of all, and I'll release only when I'll get reach to 100K subscribers, or a few just maybe the 8 hour Flutter series, if it gets 5,000 likes, then also I might release it. But yeah, 100K subscriber is the target, and not just Flutter series. There is one more thing which will be announced, but that will only, like, that's still a suspense, because there are a lot of work needs to be done. But that will happen only after 100K subscribers. So please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. I don't do a lot of promotion and all that stuff. I don't promote a lot of videos of mine apart from my own social media platforms. So as a developer, if you want to help me, if you really want to support my content, or if you really want to like ask me to publish more content, then support via subscribing and liking the videos and sharing with your friends or your colleagues, or in your college, or in your in your friend circle, whatever you have. I'm also thinking to create some more stuff on a lot of other things, like the job market for students, and some roadmaps as well, because that's a question which a lot of people have been asking, right? What should be the roadmap? Should we learn Flutter or should we learn React Native at this time? I am studying in particular college in this particular year. What should I do? What package I should agree on? How I should do negotiation? How I should like start my career in blockchain industry? All these questions I know, and trust me, I have had all these question myself, like um till the point I still have a lot of questions which I generally, I do a lot of research. I do actually a lot of like I do talk to a lot of people as well, who are kind of, like already in the industry, a particular industry, for example blockchain industry. I talk to them, and I also get a lot of learning from them. But yeah, that learning does not convert to videos because of a lot of reasons, right? I don't know if my audience actually like, want to focus on that, or whatever. Like I really don't know when is the right time to publish them, or what you guys expect. So please let me know. This is the time. So it's already 18 to 20 minutes. In next 10 minutes I'll take your questions, and then we will end the session. But I'll try to do it every week. That's the plan from moving forward. And I really want to invest some more time in this channel to create some really good content, because I have been out from this channel for some time. Like I have recently started doing everything again, but there was a gap because of a lot of reasons. And now I will take some questions. So Lakshay, thank you. Lakshay is saying that I'm gonna reach 100K very soon. So that's what I also hope that. I mean, the thing is that you give a lot of support to those channels who are not even benefiting your career or your life, but the channels which actually, like, I'm not talking about just my channel. Wherever you go and learn something from it, if it can be just one small thing also, you should definitely support those things or those channels, right? That can be really really helpful for all those people who are spending a lot of hours in doing these things. And trust me, I don't generate a lot of money from YouTube. If you want to know how much I earn, also let me know in the comments. I will definitely create one video and show you that YouTube is not giving us anything, in fact, in terms of money, not much. So it's not like I can earn a lot more than in if I invest this much time into something else, to be very honest. If I don't make videos and if I invest that time in something else, I can earn a lot more than what I do from YouTube. But the only reason I do this way, like I create more content, is because I love to do this. I really want to help people in learning new things, and that's always been my intention. This channel is running from like almost now 4 to 5 years. And the reason I started was not money. It was never money. It's just that I definitely have different ways of earning money. This is definitely not the one which I'll target ever. Otherwise, I also have a lot of ideas about creating cringy content. I can also make crazy thumbnails. Okay, I have been experimenting with a lot of thumbnails. So, but I don't publish most of them if I don't feel like I should do it. I can also make a lot of clickbaity titles, but that does not feel good to me. So that's always there. But yeah, I mean, Yeah, someone has mentioned that how do you make those amazing intros? That flash video which I uploaded was kind of, it was an experiment, I would say, and I mean, it just happened, and a lot of people liked it, so that's a good thing. You can please make a video on Flutter login and sign up and saving data of users without using Firebase. I mean, login, I have already created a video, and Firebase or anything like any, maybe you need AWS Amplify, some third party API, something you need where you can, or you can save the data directly to your local database, right? So all sort of things we can do. I'll definitely think more about it, but you can definitely check my videos. I might have published them in a separate videos here and there, but yeah, I mean, as a series, like I have definitely made in 8 hours Flutter series, I have just made a login page. You can log in, you can do some stuff, and that series is also being extended every time when I make some videos. So I, whenever I, like, if you take the example of GPay, I use the same series, same code base, and I integrated GPay. So I definitely recommend most of you to follow that series. If you don't understand the language, also you can check the source code, that is all open source. You should definitely check it. There will be a lot of learning for you as well. And yeah, I mean, I'll try to. A lot of people are asking. I'll just take that question as well. That series which I did, why it is not in English, right? That was the question, I guess. And why I am not like, I forgot where is the question. Uh, Please make content on TensorFlow. I'll do that. I'll do that. So yeah, the question GPay clone. I'm not doing any GPay clone, to be very honest right now. This is, I have a lot of other things to do. So GPay clone is definitely not in my list. Yeah. So what I was mentioning, that a lot of people asked me that why 8 hour Flutter series is not in English, because I definitely made it for Hindi audience, because a lot of content I have published for English, but I haven't published that much content in Hindi. And this channel started with Hindi content. Initially there was not a lot of Hindi audience, but now I know there are a lot of people who want to learn that they don't understand English well, or they don't understand the concept in English. So that's why I created that. Now, about adding subtitles, it's a 8 hour long video almost, and it's next to impossible for me to create subtitle for that. Like, but if you feel free, if you are someone who knows Hindi and English both, if you want to add subtitles, you can give me subtitle, or you can ask me how to do this. I will help you, but I don't have that much time to create 8 hours long subtitles, so that's why I'm not doing it. And I genuinely try to create videos in both the languages, Hindi and English. Both are my priorities, but some series will go in English, some series will go in Hindi, and some will go in both, right? So like my short mini series is available in both languages, like the Flutter mini course. So I am trying my best to provide you the best content in the best way, like the language which you want. So I'll definitely do that. Firebase in Velocity X, please. That will definitely come. That's definitely in my list. So Rohit is asking, null safety is causing a bit of error. Like this variable can't be used because it can be null. How to deal with it? Um, there are basics of null safety which you need to learn. Actually, once you learn that, then you will understand. For example, if we talk about this error, that this variable can't be used because it can be null, so the compiler is telling you, you know, that this value can be null. Are you sure it is not going to be null? If you are sure, if you are damn sure, as you, as the programmer, as the writer of that book, that I am damn sure that this is not going to be null, then you can add an exclamation mark. That means that you are explicitly saying that this cannot be null, right? Otherwise, you have to apply some checks. You can also say that if this value is not equal to null, then do this thing. I mean, the reason why it's not a causing any bit of error, it's actually helping you so that in future you don't get any error, or in runtime you don't get any error. So there are various concepts which you have to learn to understand how everything works. And once you understand, then it will be very easy for you to like play with it to do a lot of programming after that. So another question is coming from Andrila Das. It would be great if you make a video on Flutter using Android Studio. I mean, I don't understand the difference, what you feel, but if you have specific problems in Android Studio, you can definitely let me know. But most of the things in Flutter, if you even if you use Visual Studio Code or if you use Android Studio, everything is gonna be same. The shortcuts can be different, but why I do videos in VS Code, because that they when I do create those videos in VS Code, it consumes less resources as compared to Android Studio. And when you are recording as well and doing a lot of stuff, so that really helps. So that's one of the reasons. But yes, if a lot of people want me to do videos in Android Studio, I would be I'm very much comfortable with all those options. I am very much used to Android Studio as well, IntelliJ as well, VS Code as well. So, and even Xcode in, just for the sake of saying it, because I have done like most of the things which you do with these IDs. Like I have done Swift programming as well. I have done native Android development as well, native iOS development as well. I have even used Xamarin, so I can also use Visual Studio. So yeah, I mean, I am comfortable. It depends on the audience what they want. um I love you, brother. You really help us a lot. Thanks, Ashutosh. And I have the same feeling for you guys as well. Um, New questions. Roadmap for Flutter. I'll definitely create a video on this. Trust me, I'll definitely do this very, very soon. I'm just writing some scripts for it so that I don't make a blunder. And like I initially, to be very honest, I'll tell you one thing, that I never used to make any kind of scripts or anything. Whatever comes to my mind, I just publish them as a video, and then sometimes I cut them here and there a little bit. But most of the time, most of my videos are very raw in nature. I don't even like, even if I face some bugs, I try to show them to people, right? The reason is very, very clear to me, that if I can stuck, then you can stuck as well. And lot of people, lot of like content creators remove those parts just so that it does not look bad for like their channel, or it does not waste people's time. But actually this is not really good, because until unless you will see how I got rid of that problem, how you will learn that. Like even if I am doing a Google search, see, everything is available on Google, but you need to be smart enough to search what needs to be searched, right? Like if you don't know what to search, then what is the advantage of having Google, or what is the advantage of having internet, right? So this is very important to know what to search. So that's also like you definitely you can get a lot of answers on Stack Overflow, but also then also you have to pick, right, what is the right way or what is the wrong way. And should I copy and paste it or not, right? Or if there can be some other ways of doing it. um Roadmap for Flutter. So yeah, this is coming very soon. What do you think about Django and Flutter integration? I have already created videos on it. You can check my videos. I have done like you can use whatever backend you want to use. If you're using Django for backend, you are making APIs in Django, it's all good. You can definitely integrate Flutter with anything, until unless you are getting the APIs done from whatever platform you want to use. Doesn't matter what you are comfortable with, and what kind of experience you have. It totally depends on that. um Adobe XD to Flutter tutorial, please. Adobe XD is kind of I don't like the output of Adobe XD, to be very honest. Last time when I checked, I haven't checked it for some time now. And I am not that kind of person who can create stuff on everything, even if I like or not. I create content mostly on the things which I personally like, or which I think can be very useful for people. So that's why I made a one video on Adobe XD when it was launched initially, but I didn't like the output much. What pro like the Adobe XD produces some code based on your design, and that code was not that good. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't publish more stuff on Adobe XD. But I'll definitely take another look. And if I'll find that things are going in a good direction, if it can be useful as a Flutter developer, then I'll definitely do it. Flutter in-app purchase integration and unlocking app features. I can definitely take this topic because this is also one of the topics which is very much relevant to last video, like GPay and Apple Pay. So in-app purchase can be also a very good use case. So this topic is definitely something which I can pick. So yeah, I'll definitely note it down. And I mean, I think I already have this in my list, so nothing to worry. I'll definitely create more stuff on it. Um, Computer Science Academy. Oh wow. Can you create a series on velocity? Like the live videos are very long, short, and more specific videos are much better. I have tried to do it in the past, but then suddenly, not a lot of people showed that much interest. So that's why I stopped doing it. But yes, I can definitely start it one more time because now Velocity X is much more stable and much more like used by a lot of people, a lot of companies. In fact, in India, I know a lot of companies using Velocity X. So I'll definitely try to create more stuff. I have created 1 minute videos with like not even 1 minute, 30, 40 seconds video. You can also take a look into them. So if you see Velocity X tutorial playlist is there on my channel, MTech Viral. So take a look there if you find some good content over there, or even if you go to velocityx.dev, there will be video attached to some of the documentation. So you can take a look. Documentation is still if you want to contribute, feel free to contribute. I have open sourced the documentation app as well. It is made in React, so you can definitely, you have to just write the markdowns, nothing else. Even if you are doing something wrong there, I'll try to fix that. But like, feel free to contribute if you feel that something is missing. Velocity hacks has like a lot of features, lot of things. Trust me, even I don't remember now what kind of things I have added, right? I also forget. But it has lot of features, lot of, like, you cannot even imagine what like amazing things Velocity X can do for you. But the documentation is not 100% complete, and I repeat it again and again because for me it's very tough to complete everything by myself. I can either do the coding part or I can do the documentation part. I try to do both, but it's not always very easy to do it, and I have other things to do as well. I have to create YouTube videos, I have to go for my job as well, and I have to do so many other things. So that's why feel free to contribute. I am very happy that people are taking interest, and there are some people who have already started contributing. So thanks to them as well. And this is a learning opportunity for you guys as well. So I mean, this is the right time if you really want to do some open source stuff. If you really want to contribute, this is a great way to contribute. um Jetpack Compose video definitely coming. Definitely coming. It's not going anywhere. Even I am planning to make some videos on Swift UI. Right now, my overall plan is to identify that what video should go when, and to what kind of people on which channel. So mostly my Hindi videos will go on Codepur as I planned before, and most of the English videos will come to MTech Viral. And Codepur will always have Hindi content, that will never have English content. And or at least on channel, at least for this year. I mean, the planning is like that. And on MTech Viral, there can be some Hindi videos in between because MTech Viral has more crowd, so it helps me in reaching more audience. Because there can be some content which I publish on Codepur, it does not reach to a lot of people who might be looking for that thing. Even if they search on YouTube, they don't find it because the YouTube algorithm does not pick that. So that's why I publish some of the Hindi content on MTech Viral channel as well, so that it can reach to people. And I try to redirect them to Codepur, so that when I publish Hindi content, they know that where to go. And when I publish English content, they know where to go. So depends. Like, if you are interested in English content, you will go to MTech Viral. If you are interested in learning Hindi content, you will go to Codepur. And if you are like thinking about learning something else, or if you want to see the other side of me, then you will probably go to the Pawan Kumar channel, which is also there. And all of my channel are doing pretty well, like in terms of like I'm happy with whatever I get. Like I have on the Pawan Kumar, I have around 4,500 subscribers, something like that. On Kodpur, I have something above than 50,000 15,000 subscribers. And on MTech Viral, we are almost reaching to 90K. So that's more than sufficient for me. But yes, when I publish like a series or something, I really wanted to reach to most of the people who are looking for content, and that's why Hindi videos sometimes are coming on MTech Viral channel as well. So Jetpack, now coming back to Jetpack is coming very very soon. um mm, Guidance on for UI design patterns. Yeah, I mean, this is a broad topic, I would say, and I am not a design expert, to be very honest. I won't say I'm a design expert. Yes, I have some good like skills in terms of knowing that what might be eye catching, what might not be, because I like to design a lot. I like to spend my time in UX UI and all those sort of things. So I can give you ideas based on my beliefs, but I'm really not an expert in this field. Like there are definitely people who are much more like aware about this concept. A lot of they might be knowing a lot more than me, and that's why I don't pick this topic as a kind of like explaining all those things, because I might be wrong in some of the things. So but yes, you can definitely watch my videos to know how I create a particular design. So that's definitely something which I am doing. डे 3 में मेरे थीम होम पेज पे चेंज नहीं हो रही, पर लॉगिन पे हो रही है, सेम आपका जैसा कोड लिखा है, क्या इशू हो सकता है? अब ऐसे मैं बिल्कुल नहीं बता सकता हूँ क्या इशू हो सकता है, बट आप लोग, if you don't know, I run a Discord server. That the name of the server is Codepur. The link is always in the description. You can check it out. If it is not in the description, go to any other video, check it out there. If you don't find it there as well, ask me on Twitter, tag me on Twitter and ask for the link. I'll share you the link. Go to Discord and ask these questions. Even if I don't answer, there are a lot of people in this server. There are almost more than 2,000 people who are always there with me. I'm also there. I'll try to help with some queries whenever I am available. And if even if I'm not available, a lot of other people will try to help you. I am kind of getting much more inactive on Facebook group, which I have created, Let's Flutter with Dart. So we are definitely moving more towards Discord. So join Discord server, and if you have these kind of questions which definitely cannot be answered via these live streams, then feel free to do that. By the way, I am leaving a live link now for next 5 minutes, and you can come live with me and ask your question. That is the surprise of this live stream, which I wanted to hide, and I'm already running out of time now. So I'll give you a link so that you can join. You will get only 1 minute to ask your question and then my answer, and then we will move to some other guy. So I am inviting you people. I'm sending you the StreamYard link in the chat, and you can join. And now you can. I'll try to pin that as well. Let me try doing that. Um, so you can send me a request. Make sure you have the video on and the audio is working fine, and you are in like a good kind of environment, not that bad. And let me just pin that message as well. So I have pinned that message in MTech Viral live chat. You can join me right now and ask you can ask your questions. um, and yeah, this is the time where you will interact with me. This will be virtual, but I'll be very happy to talk to you. And we don't have much time, but yes, I'll try. Please make sure your mic and camera is on. Otherwise, I'll not be able to help you much. And don't spam until unless you, like I am opening the link for all of you, but don't spam, please. Don't do that. Okay. So I have Ankush with me. I'll add Ankush, and I'll take questions with Ankush. Hi Ankush, how are you? I cannot hear you. Maybe it's problem from my end.
Hi, Pawan sir, Ankush here. How are you?
Now I can hear you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm also fine. Actually, Pawan sir, I'm starting Flutter.
Yeah.
Previously, I was working with React Native, but now I'm moving forward with Flutter. So sometimes, yeah, there are some issues with the older version and newer version. A lot of confusion is there with
Mm.
which version to choose, and
Yeah.
some problem occurs when I got any project that was developed earlier in previous versions, but now how to
Mm-hmm.
set up Flutter versions in my own machine. So, any guidelines about this?
So I'll start from the last part of it, right? That how to set up Flutter versions for different, like different Flutter versions for different people, right? Guys, we are out of space, by the way. So I if I'll just like close one by one. Some people have already joined, so please turn on your cameras. Otherwise, I have to remove you so that other people can join. So now coming back to question. So if you want to like maintain separate versions of Flutter, you can use something called FVM. It's kind of a, like you can say, an application created by community people, which is Flutter version manager. That can be really helpful in, like maintaining different projects with different Flutter versions. That's one thing. Second thing is, whenever you are creating a new Flutter project, then try to use the latest version, whatever latest stable version is available, right? And if you have old projects, don't directly shift to stable version. Wait for some time. Maybe there can be a number of issues which you might face, right? Stable versions are not always 100% stable, right? So what you have to do, you have to wait at least for some days to see that everything is fine, and then try upgrading things one by one. Don't directly jump. Prepare yourself, see that what has changed, and try to fork your repository and try to experiment with it first. And I can tell you one more thing which is very important, that Flutter team, whenever they release a new version, they don't try to break the code of existing version, right? They try to support it for at least next 1 year or so, or maybe 5 to 6 months, right? So nothing is gonna break until you are ready enough to move to the latest version. But yes, when you are making new projects, then try to use the latest version, whatever is available, so that you don't face this kind of problem, right? So I
Okay,
hope that
thank you so much,
answers.
sir. Yeah, thank
No
you so much.
problem.
Thank you.
Welcome. See you. Okay, so I'll take Dhruva on my stream. I have to remove guys from the stream. A lot of you who has not turned on their cameras so that more people can join. Hi Dhruva, how are you?
Hi, Pavan sir. I'm great. Hope you're safe.
I'm good. How I can help you? Tell me.
Yeah, so I looked at your portfolio website and it's quite impressive. And I was
Thank you.
wondering, I wanted to create one for myself. So I just
Hmm.
wanted to know which software or programming language you use to create yours.
So are you asking about Pawan.live, right?
Yeah, Pavan.
So Pawan.live is made using React. There is a like different framework for React which is called Gatsby. Okay. So you can use Gatsby to create that. You can even use Flutter. I have done some portfolio work on Flutter as well, and I haven't updated my React website from a long time. So it depends. Like Flutter is also very good for portfolio kind of stuff, to be very honest. But if you need a very smooth kind of experience, very fast, then you can also pick React. Then Gatsby and all these frameworks can be very, very useful. So you can try them out, and I hope that will work for you. So React
Absolutely.
is basically that one, but Flutter is also an option.
Right. Thank you so much.
Or even if you don't want to use any of them, you can definitely use just HTML and CSS, and you can create amazing stuff,
Right.
right?
So this Flutter web, many times I've noticed that it's quite janky. When you scroll it, it lags
Hmm.
a lot. So do you advise using
Eh,
Flutter web right now for a
Yeah,
website?
I mean, it was definitely janking before, but right now things have improved a lot in last couple of months, I would say. I don't think you have used in last couple of months. If you have used it, still facing the issue, then maybe create an issue on GitHub. But yes, it has improved, and it is definitely good enough for portfolio kind of applications. That's what I can say, right?
All
It's
right.
not the best, I know, but it's good enough. If you are already comfortable with Flutter, right? If you are someone who is much more comfortable with let's say React or some other stuff, then it might be a different story, right? Okay.
Thank you
I
so
hope I
much.
answered your question.
Yep,
Thank
definitely.
you. Thank you for joining, Dhruva. I'll move to the next guy. Uh, the next guy is Alok.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Hi,
good
Alok. How
evening.
are you?
Sir,
Good evening.
sir, I'm fine. And what about you?
I'm good.
सर
Please ask your question.
सर ये क्वेश्चन था फ्लटर से बिल्कुल बेसिक से स्टार्ट कैसे करना है, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है मतलब।
बेसिक से स्टार्ट ऐसे करना है, बहुत आसान आसान तरीका बताता हूँ। पहले प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज सीखनी है, कोई अगर पहले से कोई आती है
जी
तो
सर।
आप डार्ट पे शिफ्ट कर जाओ। डार्ट सीखो, कुछ टाइम पहले डार्ट सीखो, समझो कैसे डार्ट काम करती है, एंड देन जंप टू वीडियोस या डॉक्यूमेंटेशन ऑफ फ्लटर कि फ्लटर पे कैसे काम किया जाए। मेरी खुद की हिंदी में भी वीडियोस हैं, इंग्लिश में भी हैं, तो मेरा एक
यस
दो
सर,
घंटे का भी एक
मैं
कोर्स
आपकी
है,
वीडियो देखता हूँ।
एक 8 घंटे का भी है, तो वो भी ले सकते हो। बट डार्ट सीख लोगे थोड़ा तो आसानी होगी, एंड डार्ट सबको सीखनी चाहिए पहले। ये मेरा रिकमेंडेशन है।
यस सर। यस सर। एंड सर एक ये जो फ्लटर 2.1 है ये क्या चाहिए, मतलब समझ नहीं आ रहा, मतलब जो अभी
फ्लटर
न्यूली लॉन्च
2.1
हुआ
कुछ
है।
नहीं है, फ्लटर के नए नए वर्जन्स आते रहते हैं, तो वो नए नए वर्जन्स में नए नए चेंजेस होते रहते हैं। यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट इट, मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स विल वर्क। अगर आप मेरा ट्यूटोरियल देख रहे हो तो जो चीजें उसमें बताई गई हैं वो सारी काम करेंगी। अगर कहीं फंसते हो तो डिस्कॉर्ड एक सर्वर हमने बनाया हुआ है, उस पर ज्वाइन कर सकते हो और उसमें अपना क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो। और लैंग्वेज कुछ भी यूज कर सकते हो, हिंदी इंग्लिश
ओके
बोथ
सर।
आर फाइन। ठीक
ओके
है,
सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
नो प्रॉब्लम ब्रो, आई सी यू। तो गौरव इज नेक्स्ट। हाय गौरव, हाउ आर यू?
Yeah, I'm fine, sir. What about you? Hope
I'm
you are
good, good.
recovered from Corona.
I am almost recovered. You can see my from my face, right?
Yes,
I hope
absolutely.
so.
You are looking so good from past 3 days.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Yes, please
Yes,
ask your question. I'm
I
not gonna
have
ask anyone
to.
else how are you
Yeah, yeah.
because that's gonna
Yes,
take a lot of time.
absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
I have a first question. Like,
Mhm.
it is necessary to shift towards the Dart null safety for now
It's
or
not
in the
it's
future.
not necessary, but it's futuristic and it can be very helpful for you as a programmer. So learning it is definitely good. It's not compulsory for at least some months, probably maybe 5 6 months or 1 year, let's say, for the sake of saying it. But I think you should definitely like prepare yourself to jump to it, right? Because that's gonna be a futuristic thing and that will help you a lot as a programmer, as a developer for an application.
Okay. My second question is I want to develop some APIs. So
Hmm.
what's so good for like Django or Node.js? Like
How,
I'm
like
not
it
familiar
depends.
with the
Huh.
no Python and no JavaScript. So what's your recommendations?
I will recommend to go with JavaScript. The reason is very simple, that JavaScript might be very much equivalent to how you code in Dart, right? So Dart and JavaScript are very close to each other. Although the language have certain difference in between them. One is a statically typed language and one is a dynamic language, but the way they work and most of the things are very common because Dart was inspired from JavaScript, but Python has a very different kind of syntax. So when you are starting from scratch, then maybe try with JavaScript. Use something like Node.js to create your APIs. Maybe use Express Server, or you can even take a look in something like Nest.js or something like that, right? So that might be
Okay.
useful for you.
And my last question is I want to
Only one
make
question is
an
allowed, by the way.
yes.
But yeah, ask.
Yeah, last one question is like how to fetch according to the location. Like in the Zomato, you have seen that
I
restaurants
mean, you
are
okay. There are geolocator plugins available on
yes,
pub.dev. You can check it out.
yes.
And you can also use the Google Maps package to show them on the map. So that's the way to go, right?
Okay,
So
there is
I'll,
like
if you have more
okay.
question, Discord server is there. Please ask there
Yes, I have
because
joined
I
there,
have
but
a lot more people.
sometimes yes.
Okay, awesome. So I'll jump right now. Sorry to just cut you,
Okay, okay,
but
no issue.
next time
Thank you so much,
I'll
sir. Thank you
definitely do
so
it
much.
next time as well. I have Vikram with me. Hi Vikram, how are you?
Hi, Pawan. Actually, my question is when I'm saying Firebase to Flutter, it's only
Hmm.
show the Gradle error, like Gradle Google
Okay.
service error. Like how to fix it?
Um, do one thing, like Vikram, like post that error in Discord server. I'll be active.
Mhm.
Definitely, I'll try to help you out. I'm
Okay.
definitely gonna do that. Just tag me there.
Okay.
There is a channel called Ask PK in Discord server.
Mhm.
Just like post it there and tag me there, or even you can tag me on Twitter. I'll try to help you.
Actually, Pawan sir, I want you to make a video on Gradle errors. Would you do for me?
It's very very tough because I there are n number of errors which can come. The only thing
Mhm.
which we can do is to, like, if you have some list of errors, give it to me. I'll definitely create a video on it, that how to fix those errors. That can
Okay.
be the deal,
Yeah.
right?
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay, no
Thank you, Pawan.
problems. So I have now Abdul, and then after Abdul, I will take two three guys together so that we can have like we can deal with it properly, because we have a lot of guests and we don't have that much time. Abdul, yes, please go ahead.
I just wanna ask two little questions.
Yes, sure.
The first one is that when the Flutter desktop version is stable, you think for production.
I think, like, me thinking and the reality might be different, but I think it will take time. It will definitely take time, because it's not just about, like Flutter desktop will only go to stable when it is stable for three different platforms, right? You understand that, right? It should be stable for Mac OS, it should be stable for Linux, and it should be stable for Windows as well, right? Mac OS will be always very much near to stable most of the time, because if you see, Mac OS and iOS works closely, like equivalently, right? Like, if you there are a lot of similarities between them, so you don't have to do a lot of work with Mac OS when you are already supporting iOS, right? Windows or Linux have a different story, but since Ubuntu and other teams are also contributing and they are also doing a lot of things in the Linux department, so Linux is also winning now. Windows, they are definitely working. So not right now, but maybe by next year, probably we can see something coming in stable, like a good stable, I would say, not just for the sake of saying it, but a good stable version. So I am at least hoping that it will take this year at least.
And the second question, can I ask second question? It's a very little question.
Yeah, sure, 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 go ahead.
The second question is, what if I want to use Google Direction API? And I think
Hmm.
that we have to enable the billing account.
Correct, correct. So you can do that.
And what
There are some limitations. If I know, like, there is like 10,000 requests or something like that, right? So after that, you have to pay, and I don't think you can do much with that. But that's the only option. Even Uber and other like companies definitely pay to Google for using all those things.
uh, I just want to ask, what if I don't have a credit card for that? Is there any solution for this?
Mm, I really don't know about it. I don't think there is a solution, to be very honest. But I need to dig it. Like, if there is something new which has come, or something has changed in the past couple of months, or probably couple of like quarters. So not sure, but I don't think there is a another way.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. No problem. See you soon. Next time. Bye bye. Okay, so I'm gonna take two, three people together so that we can save a little bit time. And I'm not gonna ask you how are you. I hope all of you are good already. So I have Rohan, I have Manjeet, and I have Kamal. So let me try to add more people. Oh, I have Vishal as well, and I have Mahesh as well. So five people. Let's go one by one. We'll start from Rohan. Ask your question, Rohan.
Yes, I just wanted to ask that I have my college assignment in which I have to do a
Yeah.
survey. So for
Hmm.
that, I need to know about what are the challenges that the Flutter team faces for developing Flutter.
Flutter team, what faces, you have to reach to Flutter team to tell you that what they are facing. I am not the right person to tell you that what they might be facing, but yes, feel free to reach out to them. I am sure they will definitely, whenever they will be available, they will definitely try to respond back.
My point was that I had connected to Chris, and
Uh,
only he and Mangirdas had replied me back. So I
mhm.
also mailed
I mean,
you?
it depends on the schedule and on the timing, and like if people might be busy as well. So don't expect that everyone will just like instantly revert you back. Even me, because I am very bad guy in reading mails. To be very honest, even sometimes I'm available, then I can read everything at once. But I can be missing from everywhere for some days suddenly. So that can happen, and it can happen with a lot of other people as well. So don't feel bad if someone is not replying you on your expectations, but just be hopeful that things will definitely come to your way as well. And I'm sure like Chris has already responded, so it will go very well.
Um, Hello.
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Um, Sir, that I went into your YouTube channel and I learned from your YouTube channel, but
Yes.
I didn't get any playlist. I mean, the path to reach from beginner to advanced.
Okay.
So,
I have created sort of playlist, but don't worry. I am preparing a video called Roadmap to for Flutter, right? So
yeah,
once that will be out, that will be very helpful. And I know a lot of people are facing this issue, even though I mean it's not very easy to like get into like Flutter and learn from different videos. You don't know the order of those videos, but I am trying my best. But in the meantime, what you can do, I have a playlist called 30 Days of Flutter. Have you seen it?
yeah, yes, sir. I just completed that 30 days
Okay.
of
So you
Flutter,
are
but
already done with that
I'm
part.
just
Now
stuck.
you are
I'm just stuck in the UI part to what is the APIs and what is the forms or what is the
okay. Okay.
JSONs,
It will take
and
some
after
time.
that,
It, okay.
that's what, sir.
So I'll
Because
say that it
due
will,
to
yeah.
there is no clarity in playlist, we are just confusing how to reach to advanced, or even
Hmm,
it
hmm.
not to advanced. It may be to intermediate level to prepare our own
I'll
applications.
I'll I'll definitely try to push this thing through my videos, that what should be the learning path. What, like, not my channel, in fact I'll try to bring more channels into the video or picture, that from where you can learn, because sometimes there are a lot of my friends who are also publishing content. They are probably not from India, or there are some Indian friends as well. So the content which they produce, I don't produce those kind of content, because I don't want to overlap with these things. Because someone, let's say there is a channel called Rezo Coder, right? He is doing a lot of content on clean architecture and all those sort of things. So I don't want to touch that, because he's already very good with it. He has a lot of good series. So I try to bring those things as well. And definitely I'll try to make some stuff on it. Don't worry about
And
it.
also, I went through your
We are out of time,
velocity
so I yeah,
Okay.
yes, okay, okay, go ahead. फटाफट मतलब इसको complete करते हैं.
Okay. This is last question that I went through your velocity X library also, but and there was a simple code which we can get, but I think you didn't cover the total things which you have in the
Yeah, I
website,
know.
in the document.
I know, and it will take time. To be very
Okay.
honest, it's not easy to cover
Okay.
everything, because like I
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
also my own limitations. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yes. Yes.
trying, and definitely we'll see more of it.
We reached in Instagram, but I didn't get any reply. So sorry for that.
Maybe like I'm very bad with replies, again I'm saying. So try to join Discord server for most of the questions, because like I will reply suddenly to n number of people, but then I'm gone. So that happens because I receive a lot of messages, so sometimes I don't see message requests a lot.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thanks
you so much.
Mahesh. Okay, let's go to Manjit, ask your questions quickly.
Sir, I'm working from last year in Flutter, but since I have a lack of confidence, how I can improve that? Just any
See,
idea?
confidence will come by practice. Okay. And you have to be sure that you are not like running behind from anyone. Got it? Like most of the time, why we lack confidence is because we think that others are moving so fast, right? Or others are doing a lot of things around us, right? You open LinkedIn, you see a lot of people are getting recognition from different
Mm-hmm.
places. You suddenly move to Twitter and you find that a lot of people are doing something else, right? You don't have to see that. You have to feel that what you have achieved in last 5 months, or let's say last 6 months, or even in last 1 month, right? So if you are improving, then you are doing good. And don't set a hard timeline for you as well. Learn how much you can learn, and do it easily. Like, people can run fast, and then suddenly after 1 year they feel that they are still there only, right? Because they try to run so fast that they miss everything and they don't understand the basics of it, and then they are at the same place. So take it easy, do it slowly, and confidence will just come with time. Try to engage with more people, try to engage with more communities, and you will become better for sure.
Sir,
I have to
actually,
make a video for it, in fact.
uh,
That's a good
sir,
like
actually
topic.
मैंने मैंने एक प्रोजेक्ट फ्रीलांस का प्रोजेक्ट लिया हुआ है ना, बट उसकी
ठीक है,
फंक्शनैलिटी जब सोचता हूँ तब आई एम अफ्रेड, बट जब करने लगता हूँ तब हो जाती है, जैसे तैसे हो जाती
मैं
है
वही
मतलब।
बोल रहा हूँ। मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, देयर इज नथिंग जो कि हो नहीं सकती, ठीक है। शुरू में जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था, आई डेफिनेटली आई शेयर माय स्टोरी। मैं मुझे भी बहुत डर लगता था। आई वाज लाइक कि ये तो नहीं बनेगा। आई यूज्ड टू टेल माय बॉस दैट यार ये सब क्यों देते हो, मतलब मेरे को तुम ऐसी चीजें बनी नहीं सकती, मतलब मुझे आता ही नहीं है तो मैं बनाऊंगा कैसे। बट विद टाइम आई ऑल्सो रियलाइज कि चीजें हो जाती हैं वंस यू स्टार्ट डूइंग इट, राइट? एंड यू विल फाइंड अ सोल्यूशन। आज नहीं होगा, कल नहीं होगा, परसों नहीं होगा, 4 दिन लग सकते हैं, बट you'll find a solution finally. But you don't have to give up. That's the thing, and you have to be sure that I am doing my best to do it, right? अगर आप हल्के में लोगे चीजों को तो फिर तो नहीं हो सकता ना। और
यस।
इंटरेस्ट होना चाहिए। अगर आपको पहले दिन से समझ आ रहा है मेरा इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं है, तो फिर मे बी दिस इज नॉट द राइट फील्ड फॉर यू। ये भी एक चीज है जो पता होना चाहिए। Okay, Manjit, I am
थैंक यू
already
सर,
running out of time,
थैंक
so
यू
I'm
सर।
moving to Vishal, and then I'll move to Rishabh. So Vishal, yes.
So hi Pawan.
Hi.
So there's one question that keeps bothering me,
Yeah,
that
sure.
what are the
Ask
system
me.
design principles we can use
Hmm.
apart from state management for stable
Hmm.
applications? If there are some sources you could recommend.
For system designs, sources I have to like find out, but I'll tell you that there is no single way of writing apps which you can say that this is the best, right? I mean, there will be people with different set of experience. Even if we talk about, let's say, the architecture of the application, or let's say we talk about the design patterns, in fact. So even if you talk about like many of the people you'll find who prefer MVVM, right? There will be a lot of people who will be saying that MVC is great. Some people will jump and they will say MVP is great, right? So I don't think any of them are wrong, right? Or any of them are right, in fact. So it depends what kind of people you are working with. What is your experience with all of these different design patterns? And even like how you want to architecture your stuff, right? Which you feel that has been proven, like you might have read somewhere, like you might be reading some books, you might be reading some like watching some videos. So after that, once you realize, and software development is a kind of a journey where every day you will feel like I have done something wrong, it needs to be improved, right? And whatever you pick, it doesn't matter. But after some time you will realize ki this is something which I have done wrong, or this is not the best way to do it, and you will improve it. So that's how it works. And I'll definitely share the resources, by the way, whenever I will find some time, and I'll definitely look for resources, because I haven't done any kind of research with all the resources which are available right now. There are not many. You will find a lot of videos, probably, or a lot of articles on Medium, but apart from that, there is no such user case study especially relevant to Flutter or Android or all those kind of things. But yes, like Android is moving to more kind of an MVVM pattern, where it also depends on what kind of like toolkit you are using, right? Or what set of tools you have, like which can be very useful. Let's say if you are talking about declarative UI pattern, then MVVM is really a good choice for that, right? Because when you have to do data binding and all that stuff, it can become a really really good thing to try. So all those kind of thing depends. But yes, I'll definitely come back to resources, and I'll pick some of them, and I'll share at least on my Twitter or somewhere wherever I'll get the chance.
I follow you on LinkedIn. mostly. So I
Oh,
would be
awesome.
really happy if you can share it on LinkedIn.
I mean, whatever I like paste on Twitter, I paste it on LinkedIn as well. So
Okay.
most of the time, if it is a technical
Mm,
content, then you will
mm,
probably find it both the platforms. If it is a non-technical content, then you will probably find it on Twitter, because I
okay.
use the platforms like the way they are made, not like
Yeah.
how I want to use them. Right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So
Thank you.
moving
Thank you
back
so much.
to Rishabh, and I'll take one more guy. I'm sorry, taking all the guys. In fact, uh, the last set of people. After that, I'm not gonna take anyone. Okay, Rishabh, start quickly.
First of all, thank you, sir, for your Flutter videos.
My pleasure.
Sir, I have a question. Sir, suppose I have fetched data from APIs. If data, am I audible, sir?
No, you are not that much audible. I am just missing some of the things which you are saying.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
So suppose I have fetched data from APIs, and if and the data is changed every 10 seconds, and suppose suppose example I have taken as a Bitcoin. Suppose I have fetched the APIs data of Bitcoins, and suppose any Bitcoin price is down from any particular point, and if I want to send notification to any particular user, so how that can be possible? If that
Uh,
user has subscribed to that Bitcoin.
I mean, see, sending notification is a different thing if you want to really deal with that sort of data, right? First of thing, I'll recommend you to use something called WebSockets, right? When you are dealing with this kind of change in data with every few seconds, then WebSockets is a perfect way of dealing this particular thing. Second thing is you will kind of create different kind of functions which will be trigger based on like whatever your conditions are like and sending notifications is like you can use Firebase notification or whatever. It's that simple only. It just depends that when you want to trigger it. Okay.
No, sir. No, sir. Suppose there is a user, and if that the user is subscribed to Ethereum, that Ethereum price of Ethereum if goes below than 1 lakh, then I should be notified.
So it's all about logic now. Like you have to build up that logic somewhere, right? And you have to like I don't know how you have architectured it. I don't know the more like main parts of it, so that I don't really know that how to comment on this. But I mean, it's all about logic. It's nothing like a different thing than what you use, right? So you have to just maybe you have to perform some cloud functions. You have to check, you have to subscribe to Ethereum, for example, and then you will probably like do some relation between the Ethereum and different set of users who are subscribed to that particular blockchain, and then you will send notification based on that.
Is this possible without Cloud Firestore?
I mean, I don't know what you are using for APIs, so yeah, it's definitely possible. I think Rishabh is gone. Okay, let's move to Arjun. Quickly, Arjun. I'll only give you guys 2 minutes to finish.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
तो सर
Ask your question.
डार्ट बैकएंड के लिए है क्या? मतलब कोई फ्रेमवर्क है? मतलब मैं अभी यूज कर रहा हूँ गेट इकोसिस्टम, मतलब गेट सर्वर। वो अच्छा भी काम कर रहा है, पर उसमें
Dart
प्रॉब्लम है कि जब मैं मतलब कंप्लीट करके उसको डिप्लॉय करता हूँ तो कभी कभी वो स्टॉप नहीं होता।
डार्ट
प्रॉब्लम
के
होता
लिए
है।
बैकएंड का कोई फ्रेमवर्क अभी बिल्कुल स्टेबल मोड में नहीं है. एक्विडक्ट वाज मच बेटर, बट एक्विडक्ट जस्ट डिसकंटिन्यूड. There was a framework called Angel which was running by a single person. That was a very good framework, but that also because it is running by a single person, so you cannot be dependent on that particular framework. So अभी तक तो कोई नहीं है. मे बी अगर कोई बना रहा हो तो आई एम नॉट श्योर. सो
मैं
आई
गेट
रियली
सर्वर
डोंट
यूज
नो.
कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ,
गेट सर्वर, गेट का जो है ना, गेट एक्स का वाला।
अच्छा, नहीं, मेरे मेरे को पता नहीं वो क्या करता है. मतलब गेट वालों ने अगर कुछ बनाया होगा. मैंने गेटेक्स भी आज तक यूज नहीं किया है, तो आई हैव नो आइडिया अबाउट इट. बट मे बी यू कैन आस्क द गेट टीम टू लाइक टेल यू अबाउट योर
मैंने सर
क्वेरीज.
इश्यू
बट
क्रिएट किया
इट्स
है उसके गेटअप गेटअप में, फिर भी अभी तक
हाँ,
मतलब वो मतलब कुछ रिप्लाई नहीं दिए
इसमें मैं कुछ
मुझे।
नहीं कर पाऊंगा. आई एम सॉरी, मुझे बिल्कुल आइडिया नहीं है कि कौन लोग बना रहे हैं एंड क्या कर रहे हैं. बट आई एम श्योर कि उनके पास भी आंसर नहीं होगा. अगर होगा तो वो जरूर रिप्लाई करेंगे. बट यस देयर आर इश्यूज विच यू कैन फेस विद डार्ट बैकएंड फ्रेमवर्क्स एज ऑफ नाउ, चाहे कुछ भी हो। तो इसलिए मैं रिकमेंड नहीं करता हूँ एज ऑफ नाउ कि आप अपना टाइम बहुत ज्यादा इन्वेस्ट करो अनटिल अनलेस आपको उतना डिटेल में पता है कि आप खुद से अपना काम कर सको, आप अपना सर्वर क्रिएट कर सको या जो भी आप खुद से कर सको, तब
अभी
तक आपको वो
अभी
रिस्क
मैं
नहीं लेना चाहिए।
मतलब गेट सर्वर भी यूज कर रहा हूँ, कोटलिन का जो केटर है ना उसका भी सर्वर यूज कर रहा हूँ।
ओके,
मतलब
मुझे
अगर कुछ
मुझे
प्रॉब्लम होता तो।
गेट और का भी इतना आइडिया नहीं है, और मुझे गेट का भी इतना आइडिया नहीं है, मतलब बैकएंड साइड पे क्या हो रहा है। सो आई रियली डोंट नो, आई एम
सब मैं
सॉरी।
क्या मूव करूँ, पाइथन जांगो या फ्लास्क या फास्ट एपी या जावास्क्रिप्ट वाला?
हाँ, इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद देम देन दे आर मच बेटर, बिकॉज उसके क्वेश्चंस के भी आंसर आपको मिल जाएंगे, दैट्स द बेनिफिट यू विल गेट, राइट। अगर आपको प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगी, अभी दिक्कत क्या है डार्ट में सबसे बड़ी, कि फ्रेमवर्क बन भी जाए तो उसके क्वेश्चंस के आंसर आपको आसानी से नहीं मिलेंगे, बिकॉज नॉट मेनी पीपल आर अवेलेबल टू आंसर देम, राइट। सो दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम, बट
थैंक यू सर।
फील फ्री। ओके
थैंक यू।
अर्जुन, थैंक यू। चंदन प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
सर फायरबेस पे आपका वीडियो कब आ रहा है सर? वेट कर रहा हूँ सर, क्योंकि चैट
मैं भी वेट कर रहा हूँ।
आप जितना अपने कंटेंट बना रखा वो मैंने सारा देख रखा है, और जो आपने 30 डे चैलेंज रखा था वो मैंने पूरा कर लिया। अब जब जैसे कि लॉगिन वाला
Awesome,
फेज है ना,
हाले
वो फायरबेस है ना, उससे कनेक्ट नहीं हो पा रहा है सर। उतना
यार,
अच्छा एक्सप्लेन
मैं
भी नहीं कर रखा है वो यूट्यूब पे भी। आप अच्छे से
मैं तुम्हें
एक्सप्लेन
सच
करते
बता
सर।
रहा हूँ, मैं एक्चुअली मैं फायरबेस के ऊपर कंटेंट बना रहा हूँ, इसमें भी टाइम लगेगा, थोड़ा मोटिवेशन मुझे भी चाहिए। तो मेरा प्लान यही है कि जैसे ही 100K होता है मैं उसको रिलीज कर दूंगा, और नहीं भी होता है अगर, तो भी मैं अभी तो बना ही नहीं है वो पूरा, तो मुझे भी उसमें थोड़ा भी टाइम लगेगा, और अभी मैं उसमें बहुत सारे चेंजेस भी करता रहता हूँ अनटिल अनलेस मुझे लगे कि वो परफेक्ट मोड में आ गया है जब उसको पब्लिश किया जा सकता है। सो डोंट वरी, इट विल कम वेरी सून, एंड मेरी कोशिश है कि
तो
जल्दी से
एक
जल्दी ही हो।
सर एक
तुम्हारी
एक
आवाज
और
चली गई,
क्वेश्चन
हाँ।
था सर।
बोलो बोलो, फटाफट बोलो।
सर सर आपकी तरह एक्सपर्ट कैसे बने सर फ्लटर में?
इसके ऊपर मैं बाद में बताऊंगा अभी तो ये बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन है, अभी के लिए नहीं है। इन फ्यूचर पक्का, बिल्कुल नेक्स्ट
यस
लाइव
सर।
स्ट्रीम में इस पे जरूर बात करेंगे, नेक्स्ट वीक और संडे को, ठीक है।
ओके सर, नेक्स्ट लाइव स्ट्रीम जरूर आऊंगा सर।
पक्का, डन डन। ठीक है, तो मेरे पास दो लोग और हैं, आई हैव श्रुति, और इसके बाद हम किसी को लेने वाले नहीं है, तो अभिषेक से स्टार्ट करते हैं। अभिषेक प्लीज।
सर थैंक यू सर, आपने इतने सारी वीडियोस बनाई है हमारे लिए, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत थैंक यू।
माय प्लेजर।
सर 1 ईयर हो चुके हैं फ्लटर पे, ऑलरेडी यूआई सर हो चुका है मेरा कंप्लीट, लेकिन जब लॉजिक
हाँ,
कहीं पार्ट आता है तो वहाँ पे जाके स्टक हो जाता हूँ मैं।
वो यार बड़ा ऑब्वियस है, वो टाइम लगेगा उसमें, मैं
तो
तुम्हें झूठा दिलासा नहीं दूंगा कि
न-
एकदम से हो जाएगा। इसमें टाइम
हाँ,
लगता है, लॉजिक बिल्ड करने में टाइम लगता है, आप सीखते हो धीरे धीरे, प्रैक्टिस करते रहो, प्रैक्टिस करते करते अपने आप ही लॉजिक बिल्ड होना हो जाएगा। प्रोग्रामिंग की प्रैक्टिस करो, लीड कोड वगैरह पे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने की कोशिश
मेरा
करो।
यही
उस
क्वेश्चन था, सेकंड क्वेश्चन, कि हम
हाँ
लीड
बोलो।
कोड यूज़ करें या कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग पे स्विच कर लूँ मैं भी, क्योंकि यूआई पार्ट मेरा ऑलरेडी कंप्लीट हो चुका है, मैं इतना कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ। एक
देखो
तो मैं दो
थोड़ा बहुत
प्रोजेक्ट्स
सब
कर
करना
लिए अभी।
चाहिए, थोड़ा बहुत
हाँ।
सब करना चाहिए। इट डिपेंड्स कि तुम्हारा क्या फ्यूचर रिक्वायरमेंट है, अगर तुम्हें किसी कंपनी में प्लेस होना है, राइट, तो
हम्म,
कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामिंग बिकम्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इट। लेट्स से तुम्हें माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, गूगल इन टाइप की कंपनी में जाना है, तो वहां
हम्म,
पे ज्यादातर जो क्वेश्चन पूछे जाएंगे वो डेटा स्ट्रक्चर, एल्गोरिदम्स, इन सब पे पूछे जाएंगे, राइट। तो वो
राइट।
बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है उसको करना। बट अगर मान लो अगर तुम नहीं कर रहे हो उसमें, अभी तुम्हें डेवलपर वाली रोल में ज्यादा रहना है, तो तुम इससे भी कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो, बट साथ में करते रहो वो। अब ऐसा है ना, नॉलेज तो कोई वेस्ट नहीं होती। सो
राइट।
उल्टा यू विल बिकम अ बेटर प्रोग्रामर व्हेन यू आर डूइंग वर्क ऑन लीड कोड, और अगर आप अलग अलग जगह भी कर रहे हो, तो डोंट वरी, मतलब करते रहो, प्रैक्टिस करो, दैट्स द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट। और धीरे धीरे लॉजिक अपने आप बिल्ड होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, मतलब इट विल टेक टाइम। ऐसा नहीं होगा कि 2 दिन में हो जाएगा सब कुछ, बट होगा, सब कुछ होगा, डोंट वरी।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
No problem, Abhishek. Yes, let's start with Shruti, and then we will go to Bhavi. Yes, Shruti.
हेलो सर।
Hi.
मेरा क्वेश्चन फेस डिटेक्शन से है।
Okay. So face detection perform करना है।
यस सर, मैंने ट्राई किया था फायरबेस एमएल विजन, पर वो
करेक्ट
अभी
करेक्ट।
अभी वो चल नहीं रहा, मतलब डेप्रिसिएटेड हो गया है।
ओके, अभी आप किस पे यूज करना चाहते हो, उस पर डिपेंड, आप फ्लटर में यूज करना चाहते हो?
यस सर, फ्लटर में।
फ्लटर में तो अभी मुझे भी एमएल विजन के अलावा पता नहीं है कि और कोई ऑप्शन है या नहीं है। पर मैं डेफिनेटली, आप डिस्कॉर्ड पे आप ज्वाइन करो। आई सर्च अबाउट इट, ठीक है, एंड आई लेट यू नो इफ समथिंग इज एल्स इज कमिंग और समथिंग एल्स इज देयर, लाइक अगर कोई टेंसर फ्लो का कोई मॉडल है, या इफ वी कैन डू इट यूजिंग सम अदर थर्ड पार्टी इंटीग्रेशन, देन ऑल्सो आई लेट यू नो। आई हैव टू ऑल्सो टेक चेक इट कि अभी क्या अवेलेबिलिटी है। अभी तक मेरे नज़र में भी सिर्फ फायरबेस ही है जो एमएल विजन प्रोवाइड करता है, जिससे आप डायरेक्टली फेस डिटेक्शन कर सकते हैं। बट फ्लटर के लिए और कुछ सपोर्टेड है या नहीं, दिस इज समथिंग विच आई हैव टू चेक।
सर एक और है गूगल एमएल किट, पर वो सिर्फ एंड्रॉइड के लिए सपोर्ट करता है।
हाँ, मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ कि फ्लटर के लिए है या नहीं वो देखना पड़ेगा, जो एंड्रॉयड एंड आईओएस दोनों पे चल जाए। सो अभी मेरे को बिल्कुल आइडिया नहीं है इफ देयर इज समथिंग अवेलेबल राइट नाउ।
ओके सर, एक और क्वेश्चन था।
प्लीज प्लीज जल्दी से पूछो।
मैंने आपको ट्विटर पे 1 साल पहले मैसेज किया था, आपने रिप्लाई नहीं करा।
मैंने ऐसे बहुत लोगों को नहीं किया, प्लीज डोंट माइंड। आप मुझे अगर क्वेश्चंस होते हैं तो टैग कर दो ट्विटर पे, वो मेरे पास जल्दी पहुंच जाएगा। बट मैं मैसेजेस बहुत कम चेक करता हूँ, या डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर पे आप क्वेश्चन पूछो, हो सकता है कभी मैं नहीं रिप्लाई करूँ बट कोई और कर देगा। बट डोंट होल्ड योर सेल्फ, मतलब मेरे इंतजार में मत रहो कि अगर मैं नहीं करूंगा तो आप बढ़ोगे नहीं आगे, तो वो मत करना प्लीज कभी।
नहीं
बट
नहीं नहीं।
I try my best to reach out to people as much as I can. Sometimes it gets delayed, sometimes I don't even see. तो ये हो जाता है। I'm so sorry if it happened with any of you. But I'll say कि फ्यूचर में मैं कोशिश करूंगा ज़्यादा लोगों को रिप्लाई करने की।
ओके सर, थैंक यू, बस इतना ही था।
थैंक यू फॉर ज्वाइनिंग। यस भाभी, आई एम सॉरी बहुत देर तुम्हें इंतजार करवाया। बट
Hello, sir.
यस,
Uh, Hello, sir. I am a beginner Flutter freelancer. If I get the project of backend, then what should I do for to complete it without Firebase? Should I learn backend or I have to outsource it or what to do?
आई मीन इट डिपेंड्स यार। अब मेरे को नहीं पता कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ कंपनी यू आर वर्किंग इन और व्हाट काइंड ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स यू आर वर्किंग इन, बट यू कैन डेफिनेटली लर्न बैकएंड एज वेल। इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील। बट इट डिपेंड्स कि आपका फ्यूचर क्या है। ऐसा जरूरी भी नहीं है कि आपको सीखना ही सीखना है, बिकॉज वो भी मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि आप सीखोगे नहीं, एक चीज पे अगर स्टिक रहोगे तो आपका कोई फ्यूचर खराब हो रहा है। आप एक चीज के साथ भी कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो आगे। आपको कितना कंफर्ट है, आपका कितना मास्टरी करने का कोई मतलब प्लान है एक पर्टिकुलर चीज को, उस पर बहुत डिपेंड करता है। तो आई डोंट नो अबाउट योर सिचुएशन, बट मेरा पर्सनल जो रिकमेंडेशन होगा वो ये होगा कि स्टिक टू वन थिंग, मास्टर इट, और मतलब अच्छे बन जाओ उसमें। अगर जब तक आपको उस पे 100% कॉन्फिडेंस ना हो तब तक आप दूसरी चीज पे मूव मत करो। दैट विल बी माय सजेशन।
Then if I get the backend project, then I have to outsource to another guy for doing.
I think he got disconnected. Unfortunately, guys, I'm not taking anyone else right now. I'm so sorry. दो तीन लोग और हैं जो वेट कर रहे हैं, but I am out of time now. So I enjoyed a lot talking to all of you. I'm sorry if I can like I could not take you into the studio or I could not answer your question. But I love talking to all of you. I hope you enjoyed this live session as well. हम लोग फिर करेंगे नेक्स्ट वीक। मैंने तो आधे घंटे का प्लान किया था, बट इट्स ऑलमोस्ट 1.5 hours. So but I know you have a lot of questions. I have lot of energy, but right now I have to do some things. I have to do lot of things. अभी मेरा प्लान है अभी आधे घंटे तक का एटलीस्ट, and then I'll sleep. I sleep on time. सो I'll catch you guys next week. अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद है तो लाइक करके मुझे जरूर बताना, सब्सक्राइब करो चैनल को, डू सब्सक्राइब, like the video and share with your friends if there might be a lot of people who might have the same questions. And I will definitely try more to create more stuff, do more live streams, ask you guys like how I did today. Like you can join me on live streams. I'll do some live streams on Instagram as well. So if you are not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. You will find the link in description or maybe in some other video. Like it's @codepur underscore ka underscore superhero, codepur ka superhero. So you can follow me there, or you can follow me on Twitter @I am the PK, which you can see here, which is right here, right in the brackets. So do that, and please upvote and take care, guys. These are tough times. We are trying to get rid of it as soon as possible. Take care of your family, take care of your friends, help each other, wear mask, and use surgical mask or N95 or N90, and don't use cloth mask. And yes, try to be positive, not corona, but anything else. And yes, I'll see you next week. Bye bye, take care guys, and happy learning, and happy Sunday as well. Bye bye. Okay, let's end this.